Hi guys, so it's the afternoon of the 20th of June, and I just did a part of the course where you surrender to a higher power. And I essentially chose to surrender myself to God, to Jesus, to the Holy Spirit. And I'm gonna close the windows. Sorry, I am very agitated, and I'll explain why. But as I'm doing this, you essentially just kind of confessed every gunky, dirty part about yourself and use this belief system, this higher entity, as kind of a friend to listen to you. And throughout this, I started to get a lot of psychedelic feelings, but nothing was like too crazy. I was staring at my ceiling, and my ceiling started to move, and then it started to breathe. And then it started to, funny, but I started to see like the shapes of the outlines of like dragons in there. Like my ceiling started to become art. But that is just me catering to the cool things people want to hear. What was really happening was, as I was releasing a ton of different energy of my insecurities, I essentially made myself as vulnerable as possible. In terms of how I was positioning myself. And then I opened the windows, I opened this window too, and I started speaking, and it felt like I was talking to everyone and everything and showing all of my vulnerable dark aspects that I don't want people to see. I got very agitated when I moved around, and one of the conclusions I came to was that I And in the last video I talked about, I said that we're always doing something wrong because we're not in a calm state. But I am full of agitation because I live in the past. I live in situations in the past. I think in the past. I am just constantly thinking, not now. I'm not living in the beauty of the now, in the moment. And even as I got up to do this, I was agitated because I wasn't sitting down to just deal with the things now that I actually know how to do it and correctly heal myself. And I just wanted to go eat some sugary, trashy foods, and instantly I felt like vomiting and throwing up. And it's just, I'm just becoming more sensitive to my body. And so my agitation and my ability to feel negative things is really increased, and I've been working on feeling better. But to surrender to a higher power is a very interesting thing, because I wouldn't normally say I believe in God, I wouldn't normally say I believe in Jesus, and it's mainly because I think of those things as too small, and I don't like the disconnect. I see everything as myself. I see everything as me. This person is me, I'm this person, because we are all way too alike to be considered separate. At least in my opinion, this is how I function. So throughout this exercise, I eventually just started to use myself as the person that I was confessing to. And that's when my agitation really kicked up, because now I wasn't confessing to a non-judgmental higher power. It's like I was confessing to myself as a non-judgmental person, but then I would beat down, I don't know how to describe it. It was almost like I was splitting myself in two. This is the person I'm confessing to. This is me confessing. This me got very agitated, while this me was very loving of all the things I was confessing, very accepting. And so then this me just got tired and finished the exercise and started doing this. I'm going to post this. And then I'm going to post my healing experience from last night, because I recorded myself healing last night, and you guys can see what it's like. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, I pretty much confessed to God, and I was seeing all types of different psychedelic things. At one point, I had my eyes open, and all the lights started to dim, and I started to see these different light figure shapes start moving through my vision, and all of a sudden this blue circle, my vision would turn to this blue hue, and it would go and it would get smaller and go away, and go and get smaller and go away. It kept doing that, and then it turned into a wave that from over here it would go like this and get smaller, or like this, just over and over and over again. And I had no idea what it was. I tried to control it, see if I could maybe move it somewhere else, but it wasn't doing anything. If I like even focused in on it, it would go away. So I just had to let go, and it would keep happening. But yeah, I mean, like, I had the whole wall breathing effect, the walls moving type stuff all the time. But it really did feel like I was connecting to a higher power during this exercise, this body mudra exercise of feeling vulnerable and letting myself be vulnerable, even as I sit. I'm still catering to this agitation. So yeah, I love you guys. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm just going to start spending all the time that I can healing myself. So if I'm making a YouTube video, probably means I'm slacking on something. So I'll probably, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Breath work soon. Peace. Love you.